consulting, ensuring adherence to ISO 27001, that's information security, PCI DSS, that's and open banking standards. He is the head of Cyber GS and a lead AI automation trainer in Nigeria. Ayola has trained hundreds of AI automation engineers. I think we have some people on this call that can testify to that. He has trained cybersecurity and cloud champions. He's Cisco and CCNA certified engineer. Is skilled in zero trust architecture, secure cloud development, and penetration testing, holding a master's and bachelor's in computer science, along with certifications in MCSD, cybersecurity, API security, and AI automation and secure coding. Mr. Ayala continues to drive security excellence, awareness, and innovation in software development. I mean, if I have half of this profile, my shoulders are going to be up. Mr. Ayola, it's a really big privilege to have you. At Transformation College. Thank you so much. You can take over the class.
Hey, thank you very much, Emmanuel. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing good, Mr. Ayala. Nice to have you today.
Thank you very much.
So,
Sorry, please give me a second. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining today's class. Thank you very much for making it very promptly to the class today. I don't need to start asking to know who are on the call. I think majority of people on the call, I know them, and then it's good to all have us on the call today. And please confirm you can hear me clearly, please, before we move on.
yes, you're audible, Mr. Ayola.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Quickly, thank you very much, everyone in the chat room. Aderoke, Miss Sanjo, thank you very much. Good morning, Oragbe thank you very much for joining today's class. Owo, thank you very much. Lara Odunewu, good morning. And then Emmanuel Seal, thank you very much for joining today's class. So I won't be taking much of a time today again. You know, one of the things that we are trying to do, which we started last week, was to really delve into the fundamentals of artificial intelligence and some of these LLMs. And then one of them is that we started with last week was Copilot. You know, and I said we are still going to be doing very awesome things during the course of this training. So during this summer training, we still have a lot of things we're going to be doing. And then I also mentioned that all the trainers are very equipped and they are well trained, you know, to be able to ensure that they drive this particular training to the best of our knowledge and to be able to ensure that all of us go back home with great knowledge of what we are here to do. So, like last week also, I'm here again to also continue on the fundamentals and then introduction to artificial intelligence. And then basically, we did a lot of things last week. So before I move on, I just want to use just a 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you very much, everyone. Temitope Komolafe, Yemi, Michael, Mr. Muli, good morning. Jenny, John, yeah, Baloyi, thank you very much for joining this class this morning. So Kabirat and Lara, thank you all for joining this class this morning. So quickly, just maybe 1 or 2 people can just tell us one of the things they learned last week and how you know, the use of artificial intelligence and Copilot has been able to help them transform, enhance, and also make their job or work to be very productive during the course of the week. So can we quickly do that? Can I get maybe like 1 or 2 persons before I move on today? Okay. Ifeanyiwa says she learned a lot about prompting. Yes. Thank you very much, Lara. Good to see you here. She said she learned a lot about prompting. That's very beautiful. I'm very sure a lot of us, you know, the way we prompt co-pilots or probably our LLMs now, we will have been able to be on a more advanced level now. Yes, I'm going to be sharing some materials with you all today, and that shows several promptings across different niche. It's good to really help you to be able to you are trying to look for what to ask, the AI, but you don't know what to ask. So we're going to be doing that today. So Temitope Komalafe said, AI is not out there to replace people in their duty, but thank you you got it perfectly well. You got it perfectly well. So AI is not there to replace people in their duty. I'm telling you, it's one of the things that I've been preaching for a while now. I say, don't be afraid. All you just need to do is that know what you are doing, know what you are, be good at, be smart, be creative. AI cannot be as creative as human being, except you don't want to be creative. I used to give an example. I used to say, imagine I am Mr. Muli. We are playing football on the pitch, and I've dribbled Mr. Muli several times. Do you understand? Do you know that AI will not be able to know that I can fall this man down? Or probably, okay, let me just try to shake my body, to be able to change his direction, or probably change the way his tactics. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? So that is the creativity. So AI cannot take that away from you. The AI that can do that has not yet been created, though it's still in the making. So don't be too scared. Ensure you are good at what you are doing. Ensure you are the best at what you are doing. Ensure that even at what you are doing currently, nobody can beat you at it. Let me quickly take another. Somebody said uh, prompting is the best. It makes content so easy. Yes, for content creators, I'm telling you, you don't have to be thinking, what do I need to post? What do I really need to? How do I attract customers? How do I get clients? You can quickly use your experience in prompts, to be able to ensure that you get what you want to get for your content. Olagbemiga said, I learned so much about prompting too, and it has helped me to do better in the use of. Thank you very much. It's good to hear that. I'm new here. The timetable has been a factor. Okay. Don't worry. We would move forward, and it's good to be good for us together. So prompting again has helped me to do more research on my projects. Mesudi Zakaria from Cameroon. Thank you very much, Mesudi. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very sure all of us learned a lot about prompting. So let me just take this last one. It says, I learned a lot of prompting and how to engage the use of Copilot for seamless and fast activity as well as business goal achievement. Thank you very much. And one funny that happened, that this was Mr. Tayo that gave us all. Yes, I think Tayo is a man or a guy, if I'm right. So I think last week, one of us, I've been trying to write okay, thank you very much. I've been trying to write a message to the embassy. And at the end of the day, during the course of the class, he was able to get the kind of message he should have written a very long time ago. Just imagine that I was not in the class. Then what will happen? So I want to appreciate everybody once again for joining us this class. And I need to thank Transformation College for bringing this particular training to our doorsteps. One of the things I always say is that don't worry. I personally, when you call me, I'll always be here for Transformation College. It's good to be here, everyone. So today, okay, let me just take these two so that we all know that I saw your messages. Somebody said, Olaoluwa said, to be able to prompt the AI in the right way, to be able to get the right results, you need to initiate the picture or insight of what you want to get as a result, and as well use a good grammar, then get the AI prompted to help you get the result. You really summarize everything we did during the last class. That's just it exactly. Firstly, you can't just go to it and just start typing. No, you don't get what you want. The first question you need to have is the clarity of whatever you want to do. You have to have an insight of what you really want to do then before you start your prompting. Thank you very much, Olaluwa, for that. Kabirat says, I learned about Copilot and how to prompt to be clear and human readable. Yeah, I love that word, human readable. A lot of us don't know that. That just write something, and at the end of the day, someone will know that this guy chose or used Copilot to be able uh to do his own task. So let's be careful of that. Prompting helped me to dig deeper into what AI has to offer. Wow, thank you very much, Yemi. And Shemilore said, prompting helped me to understand how to use AI to answer my Shemilore. Okay, it's good, but don't use it for exam. Do you understand? Don't use it for exam, eh? Don't use it for exam. But it's good. It's going to guide you. Don't forget, as I said last week, ensure that even when you get your answers for anything, make sure that you still add one or two touches to it. Don't just copy and paste, because there will be somebody somewhere that is trying to know if you really used your artificial intelligence tool. Do you understand? So ensure that you change some words, try to know some close words that you can use, some alternative sentences that you can use, just to be able to ensure that you get what you want. What you achieved is a product of your systematic way of thinking and work on the principle of Gigo. Hmm. Hmm. Steven, the motivational speaker. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Steven, for that. The principle of Gigo, what you achieve is a product of your systematic way of thinking and work on the principle, of Gigo. So what you give in is what you get out. Do you understand? You give whatever you give in is what you are going to get in out. So you have to ensure that you understand what you really want to do. Then honestly, I was able to use Copilot for myself, and I as well use it to help my friend. Wow, no, by now you should be getting some money, Olaoluwa. Anybody that you help with this, you should be getting some token. Do you understand? Yes, get some token. Yes, Copilot helped me to write a business proposal last. Wow, 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 and I pray that the business proposal will do well by God's grace. So Adebayo said, "Good morning, sir. Please, I wasn't in the last class due to the network issues. I missed a lot. Can I get the recording of the last?" Yes, I think the administrator of this particular class will do that to be able to ensure that you have everything that you need. So reach out to Emmanuel. He's on the call, so just reach out to him, and he's going to get that across to you. I did a good inventory and evaluation report of my engineering using exact prompting. My GM stole my report, removed my name. You should sue your GM for copyright. Do you understand? At our please sue your what's it called? Sue your GM. Yes. Yeah, I can stand in as your lawyer, don't worry. I'll just use ChatGPT to draft out, a a a law firm that sue your GM. Don't worry, you are in a safe place. I will make sure that I will sue you. So it's really that is claiming to be the one that is not the problem, though. We're all here to learn every day, and they are going to be. Thank you very much, everyone. That means that the class last week was very, very productive. I keep on reading everything we have on the chat. We might not be able to start today's section. So it's good to have you all on the call once again. Thank you once again. So permit me to share um uh the my slide for today. I don't know, before I continue, let me just ask. Do I have anybody that is bold enough that wants to ask a question? Somebody that is having any challenge that want to ask a question before we move to today's class. No, it's a continuation of what we did last week. It's a continuation of what we did last week. So a lot of things we are doing today will not be new to us. And but I will make sure that I try my best so that it's going to be as interesting as possible. So okay, quickly, let me ask, is anybody having a question? I'm counting 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, let me just answer these two questions. So when did you start this class? So we started last week, and you can find our recordings on the YouTube. It's there already. So if not, please ensure you reach out to the what's it called? You can use uh you could just try to reach out to the administrator of this particular what's it called. I think before I proceed, Emmanuel, please proceed that contact page. I think you were trying to proceed to show a contact page the other time. Try and quickly project it before I move on. You know, the last page on or after my um
Oh yes, Mr. Ayola, you can go on. I'll be engaging them in the chat box. I'll share the
okay.
little link and all of that. Thank you.
Okay. So somebody said, can I use Copilot to write a full project for final? Yes, you can do that. 100%. You are good. So business management student are here, sir. We are very new here. Please, can you be mindful of that? Okay, don't worry. You're on a safe, let me say, you're in a safe environment. Yes, we're going to talk more about that today again. How do I use AI to create content? Okay, we'll also go back to that again. And don't forget, I said I'm going to be giving you some um materials at the end of today, and I'll send it to Ola now. Maybe Ola will upload it uh on the chat room, or probably create a link where you can download it. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we'll make it available. So that particular prompt helps to guide you on how to be able to ensure that you have the best prompt, to give to your AI. Somebody said, does Copilot has any strength over other AI too? One of the things that happen is that all these AI have their own strengths. Do you understand? But one of the things that I need to tell you today, and which is the real truth, is that all artificial intelligence, let me say, virtually all of them get their data from ChatGPT. Don't be surprised. So they get their data from ChatGPT. So like their main data is gotten from ChatGPT. So that's why all of them, whenever you go there, you can always see that. So there's not that it's inferior, but all of them has their different strengths. Yes. Like when you talk about for coding, Copilot will do well. For getting of data, Copilot will do well. For trying to analyze, Copilot will do well. And a lot of things, Copilot will do well. We have some that they don't do all this that Copilot does, but what they do basically is to generate images, is to generate videos, generate animations, and so on and so on. So all of them have their own strengths. Do you understand? But um, uh, for now, I'll be restricted to do some practicals, but it's not a problem. Maybe during your free time, you can just ask even the Copilot to tell you how you can, you know, do whatever you want to do. So if not, it will say suggest tools that you can use. Remember last week we were trying to um we asked the Copilot to generate a graph for us for the reports that we created. At the end of the day, he told us that we should know that he cannot generate that graph. That is going to guide us on how to do what, on how to use Microsoft Excel or Microsoft PowerPoint to be able to generate that particular graph. Do you remember? So those are the kind of suggestions that it can give. So if it cannot do it because of the restriction that it has, then it's going to suggest which are the best tools and it's going to help you to be able to achieve it, giving you a step-by-step method. So let me quickly move on. Thank you very much for joining this call once again. It's good to be here, and I'm happy. So Emmanuel will help me to be able to answer some of the questions that I don't know. And if there's anybody that needs to speak up, please just raise up your hand. I'll be able to quickly know that you have a question. I'm happy to see all the 80 something people that came last week. It's good to have you here also. I'm very sure more people will join again today, and we'll be able to do this together. Okay, please confirm you can see my screen. Please confirm you
Yes, we
can
can
see my
see your
screen.
screen, Mr. Ayola.
Okay, beautiful. So, um, last week we will talk about the overview of AI and machine learning, and we did a little bit introduction to Copilot. We didn't really go deeper and deeper. So the person that will be doing Copilot will give us more um, very interesting scenarios in Copilot. So I don't have to do his job for him. So today we are going to be talking about AI and ChatGPT. AI and ChatGPT with exercises. So I need to show up this particular so I'll be able to know where we had during. So if you don't have this, you can just take a screenshot of this particular timetable so you'll be able to know what we are doing in the next class. Next week by God's grace, I'm going to be having one of my very beautiful consultant too. His name is Benga, and is very good, very, very good. So you are going to enjoy his session too by God's grace next week. So it's also going to be continuing on wherever I stop with AI and ChatGPT exercises today. So let's really do a recap of what we did last week. We said you need to think of AI like a student, learning from experience, like yesterday, you tried to memorize something, you didn't get it. You know, you tried again, you tried again. You keep on trying it. And we said that process is called an iterative process. It keeps on learning. You keep on learning it. You keep on learning it until you improve over time, without needing to exact any form of uh copying or checking that particular thing that you're trying to know. Do you understand? So that's how AI is. So it learns based on the information, based on the data that's being used to train the models and the instructions that you give to it. That is the prompting. Do you understand? So that's how AI. So once you give it an instruction, it learns. Okay, I don't want this. I want it to be like this. Then you keep on getting better until it gives you whatever that you want. So we said we compared AI and traditional programming. I said AI learned from data and improved with experiences. So I would say the traditional programming, it follows a fixed pre-written instructions, and I was able to explain that last week. And I think from here I said something that AI is dynamic. It adapts, it learns, and it refines itself. That is, it helps itself to get better at what it does. And I said we have types of AI, three types of AI. And I said currently, well, the most common one that we have now is the narrow AI, which is designed for what your iterative task. This is your specific task. Example is your chatbots, your self-driving cars, and so on and so forth like that. I also mentioned that general AI, it is the hypothetical AI that is capable of thinking like a human. I told you that an example of this is all these robots. It is not yet all around. You can't see it around because what? It has not yet been fully achieved. Just imagine we have them around because they're not fully achieved. A lot of things will be wrong. You start seeing a lot of damages. You start seeing a lot of things going on. Even and I gave an example of Tesla autopilot car that was launched. That was last week, and a lot of us saw it being tested. A car that can drive itself. It's still under testing. That's not been fully achieved. By the time it's going to be fully achieved, then it's going to come into the market. And I also spoke about the super AI, and that's one is going to surpass human intelligence. Like it's going to start thinking about your creativity. And I also mentioned that this particular super AI might be the one to be taking our job. But as of today, we don't have anyone that can take up our job. And don't forget, even if we go to take our job, it's going to be very expensive to be able to even get. So you don't need to be scared of anything. Just imagine you want to use um all these AI and you need to pay for them in dollars. I'm very sure a lot of us on the call cannot pay for it. Yes, a lot of us cannot even pay for it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? But by the time you have to pay like $270, imagine in naira, that is I'm coming. Let me just check. Yeah. If I'm going to be paying, let's just assume, like let's say $300 times $1,800. That is 540,000 naira. How many of us can drop 440,000 naira from our money to be able to ensure that we are using artificial intelligence? So it might not be very affordable. So some people can use it, some people might not be able to use it. So for the free version, let's still be enjoying the narrow AI. So most AI today is narrow AI. So focusing on what? Practical applications. I think I've mentioned that several. And I said, what is machine learning? I was able to tell you that it was just a subset of artificial intelligence where computers learn patterns from data without explicit programming. And so we have three types of um, machine learning. We have the supervised, that is it is task driven. We have the unsupervised learning, that is data driven. Most of the ones that we have currently, they are data driven. We have the reinforcement learning. So that was basically for gaming and other top what's it called? All this uh let me say applications that learns from errors. they like gamings, like robotic and other things like that. So those ones are reinforcement learning. And I was able to talk about how AI and ML work together. Don't mind me, I'm trying to rush because I need to start my class for today. So I said machine learning is the learning brain behind AI innovation. And I said you can use AI uses ML to improve itself. And also say what are the challenges about the use of AI. And I remembered very well. I said all we need to learn is the responsible use of AI. That is, it's not bias. It ensures fairness, it ensures security, and it's trustworthy. It's trustworthy. Then we're able to talk about copilots. I'm not going to be going through all these ones for copilots, and we're able to talk about prompts. We're able to talk about prompts. So, as I said, one of the 5 things that you really need to understand in prompt is that number one, which is very important to all of us, is that you have to be very clear and specific. You have to be very clear and specific. That is, ensure that you have a precise prompt that leads to more relevant answers. So, like we said the other time, you don't just come and just typing. You need to have a clear understanding of what you really want and what you really want to achieve. Then another one is to provide clear context. The clear context is adding more flesh, to what you really want, to what you really want to get. Add more flesh to it. I was able to give more example. That was last week, and when I say more flesh, I mean I want to write a letter to the HR. So, when you say write a letter to the HR, it's just give a generic letter. Do you understand? So when you are providing a context, okay, I want it to be for so thing. And last week, I remember we're trying to build, we're trying to send a report to the HR concerning the updates of the application we're building for Transformation College. Yes, and we're able to add those content. We saw how it was. Then structure complex requests. That is, break those prompts down into smaller uh steps or points or bullets. Break those points. Don't just write everything. So just state, okay, number one is that these are the features of that particular application. Number one, it does this. Number two, it does this. Number three, it does this. Number four. So to be able to understand what you really want, then use actionable language. That is, use if you are using English, use English. If you are using French, use French. Don't mix English and French. Don't mix. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? So last one is ensure that you experiment and refine. When we say experiment, that is adjust your prompts. When you don't get what you want, ensure that you tell it that this is not what I want, this is what I want, and this is what I don't want. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I think we were able to achieve that last week, and I'm happy that everybody on the call really got one thing or the other at the end of the session. So today I'm going to be talking more about AI and governance. Yes, one of the things I need everybody on this call to understand is that we, as a security expert, one of the things that we've argued in some few months and years now is that AI will be the next threat that's going to be taking over uh, the whole world very soon. Because why? Because as long as it can learn itself, then it can be able to tell a lot of things about you. Do you understand? There was a um trend sometimes ago. I'm not sure some of us saw it. If you have been using ChatGPT or you have been using Copilot, all you just need to tell Copilot is, okay, abuse me. Okay, let me see if I can do that here. Sorry. Let me see if I can do that here. Okay. I'll say, hey, abuse me. So don't worry, it's going to use all the things that he has gotten from me. Can you see? I'm here for good vibes and the rough day, or just need to let off strings and ears and all that. Want to talk it out, joke around, or dive into something around and ridiculous together. Say, don't worry, just abuse me. I'm good with it. Just watch. I hear you. But that's not my vibe, Ayola. I'm here to add something positive. So I think Copilot is very positive, but we will try the same thing in what's it called? In ChatGPT. Let me do something. Let me quickly launch ChatGPT here. Let me launch ChatGPT here. So ChatGPT. Okay, no, let me launch it here. I think Copilot is trying not to roast me. Okay, let me say, okay, roast me then. I'm still sure it's still going to tell me no. Then I think I like you ask for it. Light-hearted style only. You are the kind of person who would bring a spoon to a knife fight and then try to charm their way out of it. You are so chill. Your shadow probably naps. Honestly, if we bottled your vibe, we will sell it as a sleep aid. But hey, you've clearly got thick skin and sharper wits than most. Roast worthy, yet roast resistant. Want to take a shot back or should I keep going out with round two? Still want to roast me. That is that. It's trying to learn from. So I just tell you, roast me based on my weaknesses. So it's going to go. I don't know your weaknesses, but I do know you are bold for adding, handing me the mic like that. So I will improvise with love. Can you imagine? So remember this thing. I remember when we get to ChatGPT, what we're going to tell ChatGPT. So I think one of the things that happened with Copilot lovely environment. And I think that's what Copilot. So when I get to ChatGPT, we are going to be seeing that together.
Please, let's give him a moment. I think Mr. Ayola's network yanked him off the call. Mr. Ayola, are you back with us?
Please, I'm very sorry. I had a distraction here. So I had to quickly take care of it. I had to quickly drop off the call. I'm very sorry. Yeah. Um, please confirm you can hear me clearly, please.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, thank you very much. So this is about Copilot. So Copilot is trying to tell us that it's very friendly, it does not deal with negativity. So some of us are like that. We don't take room for any form of negativity. So I'm going to be looking at that in chat GPT as we go on. Okay. So if you have ChatGPT on your phone, on your system, you can just uh launch it. Coming. Okay. So I can ask the same thing from ChatGPT. That is roast me. I can just say roast me. Yoruba will say is mouth is too sharp. ChatGPT mouth is too sharp. Can you see? You have the energy of someone who updates their resume with after organizing their desktop. Ambitious, sure, productive, barely. Can you imagine? Your idea of working hard is opening 12 tabs, staring at all of them, only me, and achieving absolutely nothing except the new Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You probably clicked accept cookies like it was a legally binding contract without reading a word. That's how you get here, isn't it? You are the kind of person who watches productivity videos on YouTube while lying in bed at 2 a.m. with zero intention of changing anything. If confidence was based on how many apps you downloaded to get your life together, you'll be unstoppable by. Can you imagine? Can you that this particular ChatGPT, the mouth is too. I need to cut the mouth. Can you imagine? See the way it just roasted me. But this is not real. This is not real me. So this is not real me. So what I'm trying to tell you, why I had to go through all those ones, is because one of the things that we need to understand is that ChatGPT really learns a lot of things about us. It's really, it knows a lot of things about us. If I opened where I really use my ChatGPT and I ask it to roast me, it tells me exact thing that, like, this one just give me a generic thing because I don't really use that particular ChatGPT. Let me say I don't usually use that browser for ChatGPT. So the one I use particularly will tell me the exact thing that it thinks it's my weakness. Do you understand? Based on my activities with it in the previous years. So we need something that can be used, to be able to ensure that all these are data, all these are information, all these uh data that are being supplied to ChatGPT are safe. So that's why I'm going to really be talking about AI and the governance. You saw the way I was able to use the two different um AIs, that is the ChatGPT and the Copilot. The Copilot tells me directly, please, I'm a positive person. Do you understand? Don't bring negativity here at all. Don't even try to bring negativity here. Then uh the ChatGPT just came up with a random thing and fired me with it. Though that's not me though, and I didn't take that, but it pained me sincerely. It pained me because why would he say all those words to only me? So let's look at why we really need AI governance. Why do we really need AI governance? Number one on the list is that to ensure that there's ethical, transparent, and accountable AI use. This particular ethical, transparent, and accountable AI use is what we call responsible use in AI. Responsible use in AI. That is, it is ethical, it is transparent, and it's accountable. It has a log where it saves all your data. So we're going to be looking at all those things later in the day. So prevent bias. We mentioned that misuse and data privacy breaches. Yes, it's to ensure that there's no data privacy breaches. That's the reason why we have a governance in place for the use of artificial intelligence. Another one is that it builds trust with users, customers and regulators, then align with global best practices and compliance expectations. So what I want to talk next is about the use of artificial intelligence and in your organization using some of these best practices and compliance. ISO is an international organization for standard, and what they do is that they create framework that guides the use of a particular standard. Do you understand? So I was able to come up with 6 of the standards that are very related to artificial intelligence, and we are going to look at the focus area and where they are relevant to the use of artificial intelligence. The first one on the list is the ISO IEC for 2001 to 2023. I'm glad to say that I'm certified as uh, on this standard. Do you understand? And I'm happy to say that. And one of the focus area for this is that it talks about organization AI management systems. So talk about how your organization covers risk, the transparency and accountability for the use of AI. All we are very interested with is what is the responsible use of artificial intelligence. So don't forget that. So the ISO IEC for 2001 2023 version is focused on the AI management system. The ISO 23894 2023 focuses on what? AI risk management. So this particular framework helps in identifying and treating AI specific risk. I had to bring all these things out because later you might be seeing some of these things and you will be thinking or asking yourself, what do they really mean? So you can be able to take them and be able to understand what they really mean. So when we say ISO 27001, I'm very sure a lot of us on the call knows what ISO 27001 is. ISMS. We call it ISMS. So it's Information Security and Management System. So it's able to ensure that all the artificial intelligence that's being done are protected. All the data are protected by all the AI what system that is in use. So the 38,507, it's IT governance for AI, IT governance for AI, and it aligns AI strategy with overall enterprise governance. So that's what it does. So for 24,022, we have the trustworthiness in AI, trustworthiness in AI. So it addresses bias, it addresses robustness, it addresses explainability, and the resilience. That is what the 24,028 does. So 29,100, what does is the privacy framework. Privacy framework. So this one ensures that, or this particular standard ensures that AI system respect privacy and data protection principle. So when you look at all these artificial intelligence, all these LLMs that you're going to be using, what you need to do is that you need to check one or two of these particular standard. You find out that they are what? They are licensed or they are certified on each of these standard. You find out that they are what? They are certified on each of these standards. So let's move on. So let's look at the key principle for AI governance. And I've mentioned the other time, we look at the 6 AI. One of the things that they do, the first one ensures transparency. It explains how AI models make their decisions, the accountability. It talks about the roles, how you assign roles for managing the AI impact in your organization or in the use. Then talk about fairness and non-discrimination. That is, eliminates algorithmic bias, algorithmic bias. So that's fairness and non-discrimination. And that one is data privacy, which is very, very important. In Nigeria here, we have the NDPR that controls the use. Are you getting me? And how data are being shared in Nigeria, or how data are being protected in Nigeria. We have the global DPR, that's data protection regulation. So we have the GDPR, we have for Kenya, we have the KDPR, and so on. So whichever is in your country, they are responsible for your data privacy. They want to ensure that your data is what is secured. Your data is secured. And the last one is the human oversight. One of the things that human oversight does is basically the bias, and that is what you cannot see. While developing those particular applications, what are the things that the user cannot be able to when you're trying to enter a prompt, you missed some things, so it's going to help you to bring those things together. Example is that I remember last week I was trying to write a sentence, and somebody corrected me on the call. That sentence is not complete. I said, don't worry, the AI will automatically correct what it means for me. So that is where the human oversight comes in. And also for people that are developing the application, it helps them to be able to ensure that whatever they are giving is what they are giving out. So it addresses and ensure that human in the loop mechanism for critical systems. So let's look at how to be able to implement ISO 42001. And I said the first thing you need to do here is that you need to ensure that you define your AI governance objectives in your organization. That's the first thing you need to do. You can take a screenshot of this. You need to ensure that you do what you take you define what it's the objective of the usage of what of or governance of AI. This one we talk about your organogram. We talk about those that are going to be working on that particular artificial intelligence in your organization. Another one is establish a policy for the responsible AI usage. I mentioned the meaning of responsible AI usage over and over and over again. So I said one of the things that you really need to do is to ensure that you establish a policy that guides the use of artificial intelligence in your organization. It has to be specific to your organization. Another one is implement risk controls. Yes, ensure that you have risk controls in place to be able to ensure that whatever might be the challenges of that particular AI, you can be able to remediate them immediately. The other one is create monitoring and improvement mechanism. The monitoring means logs. Ensure that you have logs in place that talks to the use of IT and the remediation also, to be able to ensure that that particular logs that are being cached or that are being noted or that are being stored are what are improved on to ensure that the organization have the best artificial intelligence usage in their organization. Then lastly is that you train employees on AI impacts and limitation. Yes, you need to let your organization understand what artificial intelligence and what the impacts and the limitation really is. So let's quickly move on to the job of today. Somebody says job of today. This is really what we are really going to be doing today. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about ChatGPT. I'm very sure a lot of us till now we don't know about Copilot till last class, but majority of us that were in the last class knew about ChatGPT. And ChatGPT was developed by OpenAI. It was developed by OpenAI. Before now, it was not even ChatGPT. All they call it is OpenAI until they call it they finally moved to ChatGPT. I'm going to talk about the evolution of ChatGPT in the next slide probably. So I said that evolved from the word GPT. The GPT means generative pre-trained transformer. Hello. Okay. So the GPT means generative pre-trained transformer technology. So what it means that based on data that have been trained, to be able to ensure that it gives the right answer without any help from any human being. So GPT or ChatGPT officially launched in November 30, 2022. For the mass adoption started in 2023. Yes, before 2022, we've had several versions of ChatGPT, but in 2023, the mass adoption, that is, everybody knew about ChatGPT just 2 years ago. And I think it's not even 2 years ago, it's not even up to 2 years because it started somewhere around maybe March when everybody started. Also, I think it's 2 years already at the adoption. So, and by 2024, it became a very core productivity tools that's being used globally that I and you uses almost every day. So let me just talk about the evolution of ChatGPT models. I said the other time that we had ChatGPT 1, we had ChatGPT 2, we had 3, we have the Instruct GPT. I'm very sure a lot of us don't know all these ChatGPTs. I'm very sure some of us are only uh let's say we're only aware of the ChatGPT 3.5 and the ChatGPT 4 and GPT 4 Turbo. So this ChatGPT 2018, it's used over 170 million data for training, and that's the parameter that it has. And for ChatGPT 2, 1.5 billion. So let's look at some of the features. So first transformer-based generative model show potential in language modeling. That was when they knew that, oh, this thing is very, very possible. That was in 2018 and 2019. They said the longer coherent text generation, so it can generate more tests. So the usage is just research and open source. Then in 2020, they had 175 billion data that was used to train it, and then they have few shots and zero shots learning. So it's still for using of API and some other things. So that was still very early. So in 2022 again, they still used data based on GPT-3 that was used that still used 175 billion data. So all what they did with Instruct GPT was to fine-tune with RLHF to align output better with human instruction. So this is where ChatGPT that we know today really started from. So in 2022, November 30th to be very, very, very precise. So we had the launch of ChatGPT 3.5, and that one used more than or approximately 175 billion um data, for the training, and says it's optimized GPT-3 variants, better reasoning and fluency. So, and to for GPT-4, they didn't disclose the number of data that was used because now a lot of data are coming in, and at this time around, people are already populating the DB by itself, and GPT-4 Turbo 2023, not disclosed. So we have faster, cheaper GPT-4 variants. Then we have 128K contests used with tools, memory, image inputs, and some other. So this is where we have the ChatGPT Pro. So this ChatGPT 4 Turbo, you cannot have access to it until you subscribe from the premium version. So all of us that are still using the free version, so we are still using 3.5 and 4.0. Do you understand? So that is the evolution of ChatGPT. So somebody will say that, wow, these guys have really tried. And what are the things that we really need to do or use ChatGPT for? Just unlike the way we did or mentioned for uh co-pilots, they do virtually the same thing. Virtually the same thing. Almost nothing different. Yes, almost nothing different. But one of the things that happens, I told you the other time that the knowledge base for most of these artificial intelligence is what comes from ChatGPT. So that's just the only difference from majority of them. So let's talk about some of the use cases and some of the places that ChatGPT is being used. That ChatGPT is being used. Number one is productivity and workflow. Okay, before I continue with this, I think let me just use this opportunity to just show us coming. Wait, has somebody taking over my screen again? Sorry, Emmanuel, what's going on with this Zoom that another person can, what's it called?
I'm trying to figure it out. Please share and stop sharing and share.
I've done that just now. That's a glimpse. That's a very big error from, what's it called, from Zoom. I think somebody really needs to tell them. Sorry. Okay, just confirm you can see my screen now. So let's quickly talk about for those of us that doesn't know anything about ChatGPT initially. So I'm dropping the link for ChatGPT in the comment section. Um, I'm dropping some links in the comment section. So that's chatgpt.com. So when you get there, you'll be asked to sign up. So you can use it for free without signing up. And at the same time, it's good to sign up so that you can be able to have the history of all your, like now, if you look at this particular one that I have here. So I used to use it sometimes when the other one has expired. So can you see? So I have some of them there. So you can see the ChatGPT history because I already signed up using that particular um what's it called? So this is the details here. So let's go look at the interface for ChatGPT, some of the things that you really need to know before we proceed on our slide. And that is mm, coming. Okay. So I don't have anything signed up here. Do you understand? I don't have anything signed up here. I'm going give me 1 second, please. I want to make sure that you are seeing 1 second, please. 1 second, please. Okay. Thank you for your patience. And then to ensure that okay. So let's do this. So we have the real interface for ChatGPT. And one of the things that we need to understand that we need to understand how it looks like so that whenever you are also using it, you'll be able to determine what to do. The first thing that you need to understand is that it has several menus. That you get me? Several options that you can use to be able to make things or life very easy for you. The first thing is that let's talk about the versions. So let's talk about the versions of ChatGPT that is here. So we have, as I said the other time, we have the ChatGPT, great for everyday work. So then we have the ChatGPT Plus. So this ChatGPT, initially we used to have ChatGPT um 3.0, you see there, you see 4.0, then you see the upgrade. So, but now they've been able to merge the 3.0 and the 3.5 and the 4.0 together. So you'll be able to have much more time to be able to use the free version. Do you understand? So what they used to do is that initially, when you finish your free time or free usage or tokens, because they use tokens to be able to charge for usage. So once you are done with your tokens, then they will take you off the 4.0, which is smarter. Then they will take you to 3.5. Once you are done with 3.5, they will ask you to come back the next day. But now they give you a longer time to be able to try based on tests. You'll be able to generate image, you'll be able to do any other thing, but based on tests, you'll be able to do some of these things. So this is where you check the versions for. And if you want to upgrade, you can just click on the upgrade button to be able to ensure that you see the pricing as you really want. As I said the other time, you can always use the free. You have access to everything. You have access to GPT-4 0 mini and reasoning. Can you see standard voice mode, real-time data from the web, and so on and so forth. You can go and read that by yourself. So just imagine you have to pay for premium. For personal, it is $20 for a year. For a month. So multiply 20 by 12, that is $240. So, and if you're using the Pro, only God knows what you want to use the Pro for. So if you're using the Pro, they're going to charge you $200 per month, and that is $200 times 12. So times 12, that is $2,400 dollars per month. So if you think you don't need it, please just stick to the free version. And if you want to be using it for something much more better, you can just try to use. I don't forget that they charge yearly, not monthly. They don't charge monthly. So but they give you the charge for each month. So they don't charge everything. So let's move on by that. So I mentioned the versions. So I have the closed sidebar. So here you can collapse and unhide. You can collapse and open the sidebar or unhide it. So you can hide and close it again. So this is the logo of ChatGPT, which takes you to the home of ChatGPT. So here you have where you can start a new chat. You want to start a new conversation with your AI. Do you understand? So this is where you start. So you always click on new. We have the search chat. So probably because of all the history, I mentioned the use of uh sorry monitoring the other time. I mentioned monitoring, the use of the benefit of monitoring whatever activities that you've done initially on that particular platform. And I mentioned that you need logs. So these are the logs of all the chats that this particular um activities on this particular chat. Do you understand? So this is it. So the one I just mentioned the other time, that is roast me challenge. You can see it here. So that's the challenge. So I have the library. The library includes all the pictures. So currently, I'm not sure I have any pictures here. Okay, I was trying to generate one uh what's it called? One documents, yes, and I ask you to generate that particular document from so you can see like this. So you can see it here. So to help me out to be able to generate those documents, so I can see the pictures being stored in the library. So this Sora, I'm not going to be talking about Sora. Maybe the next uh what's it called? The next instructor can talk about Sora. So and all the other features that are in ChatGPT are in the Explore, this GPTs. So you can see everything. You can see where you can add some of the ChatGPT uh that you can add it for automation. So you have some of them. You have the Science Space, we have the Wolfram, we have Canva. I know a lot of us use Canva. We have Video GPT and so on and so forth. So these are all the main features, and you have your details there, so you can decide to log out. Probably you don't need it again, or you then you can go to your settings and do whatever customizations that you really want. So let me move on from here. So let's talk about the real world cases, use cases. And I said one of the things that I want to understand is that productivity and the workflow automation is one of the things that ChatGPT can do for you. Copilot too can do it. So, but one of the benefits of ChatGPT over Copilot is that when it comes to reading of files, larger files, and a lot of things, you can count on ChatGPT. Do you understand? One of the things I used to do is this. When I'm having a task to do, probably somebody gave me um, a very large file, to be able to read for them. All I just need to do is to come here, this plus icon, add photos or something, that I click on add photos and files, then I'm going to pick it up, and I'm trying to see if I can see one document that is not really any type of okay. Let me just use this essentials of data protection. So I can just say, help me summarize this. Help me summarize this slide. Can you see? So I can click on it. So I can say, help me summarize this slide. Then it's going to read it. After reading it, then it's going to say, here's a clean and keeping your data safe. Can you see? By me. I was the one that did this one. So what is data protection? Everything that I did in each of the slide. Then I'll say, please create this slide for me. Sorry, not create this slide for me. Please create a slide and explain each of the points. You know, I can do that. It's very beautiful. We did the same thing last week. You find out that what we got is totally different from what we. So can you see now? So when I'm going to start this session, my job is just to come here and go to ChatGPT. So this is my welcome note. So I just say, welcome to this session on this essential data protection. In today's digital age, keeping personal and sensitive information safe is crucial for everyone, whether you are an individual, a business owner, or part of a government institution. I don't have to sit down and start to think of what can I do to start this. Do you understand? Can you see? These are my slides. These are the things. Then I'll say, no, make it more robust. And I even tell it to generate table of contents. Do you understand? And I even tell it to generate table of contents. And I even tell it I want a 10 pages or 20 pages or 30 pages of what's it called? Uh of slide. Can you see the way it wrote it out for me? So if you go and look at what I have in that particular slide, it might be a little bit very different from what I'm having here currently. So so it helps for productivity and workflow. Then I said you can upload your PDF or your document and you can ask it to summarize and extract all the action points. You can tell it to do what? To summarize and extract all the action points. All the action points. So another thing you can also do is to ask for analysis. Yes, Any one of us that deals mostly with analysis, you deal with calculations, probably for even for banks. Yes, you can decide to just upload your financial bank statement and ask it to do a total analysis of how your money was spent based on productivity and uh, less productivity. It's going to help you to be able to categorize that, and it's going to tell it to give you the total amount spent on expenses and the total amount spent on assets. It can be able to determine that. It can even be able to tell you, develop charts and a lot of things. So we're going to be doing some of those things in this particular scenarios using chat GPT. And that was converting meeting notes. We did something like that yesterday. I just need to give it the right prompts, and at the end of the day, it gives me then I say it should give me a create to-do list or follow-up email. Do you understand? I used to do this very well. This particular follow-up email, I used to do. Sometimes I don't just have an idea of what to respond to some emails. What I just need to do is come to the prompt, tell it what I want, and at the end of the day, it gives me it gives an idea of what to send. Then I edit it, then I send it to that particular client or that particular person that I'm trying to respond. So creating of agents, I also mentioned this the other time. Somebody was asking me last week that I want to learn how to create agents. Yes, you can also learn how to create agents using ChatGPT, even without anybody's help. Yes, you can do that. All you just need to do is that you need to give the prompt like create an agent that helps small business owners create marketing content based on current trends. Once you do this, and we're going to do some of this at the end of this session. These are some of the things I'm going to be doing at the end of this session. So for people in the creative industry, a lot of times we always have problem with generating of images. We said last week you have problem with generating of content. Sometimes you don't even know what to do with your flyers. You want to do flyers, you want to do all those things. Sometimes you want to generate memes. Sometimes you want to change your image, to be able to give a particular background. Another one is animation. You want to convert a particular picture to an animated picture. So these are the things that ChatGPT can really do for you. It's very easy. But one of the things that you need to understand is that your prompt is very important. The kind of prompt you give to it is very, very important. Another one is for people in someone said we are in what they call it the other time. Let me check quickly. It said, Mr. Ayala, please don't forget those of us in the business. Let me check it. I want to remember the way the person wrote it. Business management students, yes, the people in the business management students. So the business management student, rather, people in the business management students. So you want to say, how do we use ChatGPT to be able to analyze, to be able to check trends, to be able to ensure that we get the right data and other things. All you just need to do is upload those data in ChatGPT. I get me. They ask for key metrics. Those are the points that you're looking for. What are the things that you want to get in that particular data that was being fed with into the file that was uploaded to ChatGPT. Then you can ask for pricing strategy for maybe a SaaS application. For those of us that don't know, SaaS means software as a service. For you want to use it for a business model. Any kind of question you just need to do is use the right prompting. So I might not be really delving into much of prompting today because we did that last week, and we're still going to be doing later in the future. So that's for people in that does business analysis and works on data strategy. They want to know how to ensure that they have the right data in place. So all you just need to do is just pick up those data and upload it, and immediately give it the right prompts on what you really want to get out of it. You can even ask it to draw a pie chart. We couldn't do that last time. So we're going to do um, an example of that, today. Another thing you can do is that you can, as a business analyst and data strategy, you can ask ChatGPT to act as a CMO or a product manager or a leg analyst to be able to do a particular task for you. And at the end of the day, you will get your bright prompts. So for we that are developers, I am a software developer, and this is what I've been doing for a very long time, over 15 years now. And one of the things that I enjoy doing is that I love solving problems. I like looking for problems. Like I will look for problem and I will solve it. Yes, look for problem, I will solve it. Just tell me what I cannot do, and I'll tell you it does not exist. I'm not God, but I'll tell you it cannot exist. But thank God to the emergence of artificial intelligence. Those times that I used to have 20 days, 30 days, 1 month, sometimes 3 months, I'll be stuck with just one line of code. Not because it's not correct, but just because I'm not seeing what is wrong. Thanks to ChatGPT, I just need to post that particular line of code and tell it what is wrong with this line of code. It might be a data type, it might be probably I'm using an obsolete code or something. Then to tell me, no, 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 don't use it like this, and this. Then I would sometimes I can copy my own code, check if it is wrong or right, and something like that. But I don't use it most of the time to write my code. Please note that. I don't use it to write my code. Please don't forget that. But if you are still coming up and you need help, I'm not saying you cannot use ChatGPT to help you write some little code. But because of the vulnerabilities that artificial intelligence will pose later in the future, I don't want to be a scapegoat. Do you understand? So, one of the things that we do as software developers is that you can use it to check API doc passing. You want to ensure that those documents or those APIs are well written, they were formatted, and there's no returning any errors. You want to check for code review. I mentioned that the other time, and for code SQL generation from user question. There are some very stupid and very complex SQL query. For those people that are developers on the call, you understand that there are sometimes that you have to look like 6 select statements in just one particular query. Sometimes you have to do select and update, and sometimes insert at the same time in just one query. How do you want to find the solution around that? All you just need to do is uh prompt your ChatGPT and tell it what you want to do. Then it will help you to be able to come up with something very close. Then you edit it up. Then you're able to get what you want for your for your code review. And that one for your SQL generation, rather, for user questions. So that was the HTML and CSS. You can learn HTML and CSS correction. You can do Tailwind UI mockup. I think instead of Bootstrap, we have Tailwind now. So you can do your Bootstrap also mockup with live prompt and so on and so forth like that. So for those people in strategy, decision support and training, what does ChatGPT helps you to do? It helps you be able to generate SWOT analysis, you know, help you to generate SWOT analysis, risk assessment from a given policy, to ensure that you are able to understand how risk is being gotten from every of the policy that you have in the organization. So you also want to convert compliance report to presentation deck. Yes, it's very possible to convert compliance reports to presentation deck. So let's go look at some of these prompts, their use cases, some of them. And I would like us to, okay, let's do like this. After this, we will go for a 15 minutes break again. Um, because I don't always like people leaving the class and trying to join back later. That's why I always like, okay, let's just take a 15 minutes break, then take the main break immediately after the class. I know some of us have been on the class since 9 o'clock. So what we'll do is that I'll just go through this. We'll come back to resume on this particular uh what's it called? On this particular slide. That is the prompt use cases. Then we'll move ahead from there. So we'll go on a 15 minutes break and we'll be coming back exactly 12 o'clock. So we'll come back exactly 12 o'clock. So you can just go around, take cup of tea, cup of water. Probably you just want to eat something, then we'll all be back. So before do that, so we're going to be looking at prompt use cases. Do you understand? And we have some of them that have been grouped into products analysts, system analysts. You are a designer, you are HR, some of the things, or the way you can be able to ask your prompt to be able to give you that particular thing that you want based on these specific groups. So these are the things that we're going to be doing when we come back from the break. So please don't drop from the call. Just take out time to be able to take water, take out time to be able to uh take out time to be able to just stretch your leg, take out time to be able to, probably digest what we've done so far. And when we come back from the 15-minute break, then we are going to continue this class. So thank you very much, everyone. And if you have a question, you can also stay on the call and ask the question. I'll be here to be able to answer your questions. But when we come back also, I'll be able to answer your questions. But please let everybody quickly just take a 15 minutes break and we'll be back here by exactly 12 o'clock. Thank you very much. Emmanuel, are you there?
Oh yes, I'm with you, Mr.
Okay,
Ayola.
so
So,
we're going to take a 15-minute break and come back. Thank you.
all right, I'll take 2 or 3 minutes of your time to make some announcements. For those joining us for the first time, like Lara, I think Lara, I saw Joy. Um, you missed so much. The recording of our last class and the material has been posted on the Telegram group, and I reposted them already. So if you're not on the Telegram group, I'll be sending down the link right now. So please check the chat box and join the Telegram group. So I'll be dropping that in a jiffy. Also, I dropped a link to our Telegram channel. Please endeavor to join the Telegram, the our YouTube. Yeah. So this is the link. This is the link to the Telegram group. Please join the Telegram group if you want to have access to the materials, to the recordings, and every other materials the trainer will be dropping and for information purpose. Also, yes, an attendance link being posted. I know some of us have seen that. An attendance is taken and is strictly used as a criteria for getting your certificate at the end of this program. So please endeavor to fill up the attendance sheet. So we'll be back by 12 o'clock. Thank you so much, everybody.
Afternoon class. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining this afternoon class once again. And all I can say is that it's also going to be worth it at the end of the day. I hope we've been enjoying the class so far, so good. You know, one of the things that we need to understand is that we need to understand how we use all this artificial intelligence and what it is that's really govern the use of artificial intelligence. And that is what we've done today. And I was able to help you understand what are the standards, what are the frameworks that govern the use of artificial intelligence. And I think I was able to also mention six out of it. So if you have any question concerning uh any of the AI that you're trying to use and is not certified with any of those standards, then you know that there's a problem. Or probably one of your um, data might be compromised as time goes on. So that's why you need to ensure that you need to understand, okay, what are the governance structure, the reason why we have those things in place. In place. Somebody has a question, and I saw the other one the other time. So somebody said, I can't find it. I saw it the other time. Like, can I use it to learn software development? Can somebody help me look for that question? I can't find it now. I saw it. Somebody said, can you use it to learn software development or something? Please,
I
Emmanuel, please let me check it. Let me look it
think
up.
the
I can't find
question
it.
The question is, can I create a app with the guide of ChatGPT?
Yes, yes, you can surely create a app with the help of ChatGPT. Please, who is that person? Do you have that person on the call? Maybe I can have a conversation with the person on the call right now. Who's that person?
Yes, that's Samuel.
Hello, Samuel, are you on the call? Please unmute him, please.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Samuel, you
please
can
unmute
mute
him.
your mic right now. You can unmute your mic.
I'm here.
Okay, how are you?
I'm fine.
Is this Samuel Equere or Samuel Equerike?
A query.
Okay, because I know one Samuel Equerike. That was why I asked that. Okay, good,
Okay.
Samuel. Yeah. Um. Now you want to, is it a web application you want to do or a mobile application, or what do you want to do
Web.
exactly? A web
A web
application.
application. Yeah.
So do you have a fundamental knowledge of web application?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. So we're going to be
Mm.
doing something in that regard. I mean, right away.
Um,
You understand? So just keep your mic close to yourself. I'm going to be engaging with you in some few minutes from now. So let
okay.
me finish up my slide so that we can move to the practical aspects for today.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can mute for now. Okay. So I was talking
Good
about
afternoon.
the prompts use cases. Like how do you prompt your
Afternoon.
good afternoon, honesty. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Yes,
So how
sir.
do you prompt? Yes, sir. So how do you
I
prompt
wanted to.
your? Okay, you want to ask a question?
Yes, I wanted to ask question regarding ChatGPT.
Okay,
The ChatGPT, I'm using ChatGPT 4.
okay.
So I noticed that of recent is not as fast as before. So I don't really know what is happening. Actually, when
Mm,
I send a message, it give me the answer immediately. But now if I
immediately.
send a message, it takes 30 minutes time, 45 before it give
What you
me.
do is that are you using an app or you're using what's it called, the browser?
I'm using an app on my phone
Okay, maybe what you
presently.
need to do is that maybe switch to the browser.
Okay, I should switch to the browser.
Yes, you switch to the browser version. Do
Okay,
you understand? Yes, switch to maybe that particular app is faulty or something.
okay.
Yes, so if you try the browser, if it is too slow, then something is wrong somewhere. Because it's very fast. It's very
Yes, it's very
fast.
fast.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So, any other person before I move on? Okay, without any question. Okay, somebody said, please, sir, prompt an app. Okay, yes, sometimes it freezes or hangs, even on the browser. Hmm. Are you sure it is not your browser that is hanging? Okay, somebody is trying to ask a question. Okay, Steven, please unmute yourself. Hello, Steven, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but I'm unable to unmute myself. Yeah,
Okay,
Mr. Ayola, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I can unmute myself now. I want to
okay.
ask, as in the speed of the response of ChatGPT, does it really, is it affected by the network strength of either a particular phone or the other?
Well,
Does it
one
have
thing that
anything to do with network?
no, 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 no. Doesn't have anything to do with network. Though sometimes, if your network is bad, you might get a very slow response. Yes. Okay. No, let me say yes. Let's do like that because if your network is bad, you might not be able to get any response at all, or probably it takes longer time to get the response. Yes. Yes. But what you're saying is it the network that controls the kind of data that or the kind of results that you want from ChatGPT, then I'll say no, it is not your internet. Do you understand? So it's
Thank
based
you.
on
I'm
the
talking about the pace of response,
yeah,
not
the pace of it
the
might be the
data.
internet. It might be the
All
internet.
right.
Yes, it might be the
All right.
internet.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Mr. Jackson, sir. Good afternoon, sir,
Okay.
Mr. Jackson.
Good afternoon. My question is very simple. Sometimes when you put a prompt on the ChatGPT, it will give you a response that says conversation not found. But if the same thing is posted on other AI platform, for instance, Gemini and all that, then it will give you a response to that. I'm wondering what is causing that. That it's not happening on the ChatGPT, but it's happening in other AI platforms.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for that. One of the things that I mentioned, please let me mute this person. Okay, thank you. Initially, when we were coming up to ChatGPT, we spoke a lot about the privacy. That is ISO 29000 and 29100. One of the things ChatGPT will never do is that when it finds out that what you are trying to ask is going to affect or probably breach their data privacy, it will not return anything. I'll give an example now. Maybe before I attend to Samuel, I'll give an example. Then another thing is that probably there's a network glitch, number two. And the number three thing that happen most of the time that kind of thing happen is that it just decided that give me more context to what you are saying. Probably if you had supplied more context to what you asked, it will have returned a relevant answer. So it doesn't just say not found. There's nothing that's not found, but it's intentionally. So I think those are the three things that affect. Number one, internet. Number two, privacy. Maybe what you are trying to ask is going to breach someone's data. Then the third one is the what's it called? The way you prompted it. So that maybe that was the three things. What I would just request now is that probably try to experiment on that thing. Try it again now on that particular ChatGPT, and let's see if it gives the same response, sir. Do you understand, sir? So what you do is that refine that particular, if it says uh not found, so refine it. Like try to ask in another term to be able to see if it's going to get it. Just break it down into sub terms. Then I'm very sure to give it out the right answers that you want. Sometimes it might be because of privacy, because they don't joke with it, sincerely. Is that okay, sir? Hello, Mr. Jackson, sir.
Yeah, I get your point,
Okay, sir.
but most of the time when I see things like that, I like you said, rightly said, I try to rephrase, reconstruct the prompt that I'm putting there, but it kept coming back, conversation not found and all that. I changed the narrative of what I put in just to make sure that I get what I needed out. But it kept saying conversation of, but in other instances, there are some things I do and it comes. The question I was asked has nothing to do with privacy. Let me give you an instance. For instance, say, oh, create
Okay, do you want us
a
to try
logo.
it? Do you want us to try it live like this? Can we try it live?
Okay, okay.
Okay, sir. So I'm here.
Uh, maybe you say create a logo for an IT consulting firm, something like that. Logo, not novel.
Okay.
LOGO.
Okay. Now, when you've done this, did you add name for it?
Yes.
Okay, let's just call it Mr. Jackson.
Or
Mr.
transformation.
Jackson. Okay, or transformation. Okay, transformation IT firm. Sorry. So name transformation IT firm. So let's state, do you want a color? Do you want a color?
Yeah.
What color, sir? Let's just give that a color. What color?
A combination of red and blue.
Okay, this is good. So let's send it in. So it takes sometimes maybe like 5 minutes or 3 minutes
Yes.
before it generates. Yes. So let's just wait. So I'm very sure it will give you, this one should give you an idea of something that you really want. If not, I'm going to give you another application that does more of logo creation. That's Canva.
Yeah,
Canva.
I mean, I know about
Yeah.
Canvas. I've done quite a
So
number of things on that.
and so if you want to do so, Canva 2 has integrated ChatGPT 4.0 into their
Mm.
into their platform now. So you can just prompt it like this. So create a logo for an IT consulting firm, name something something, then color combination, then that one will be editable. This one that you get here will not be editable. So unless
I
maybe
think the difference between what you've written now and what I wrote, I didn't put the color combination,
it does
but
that
I
color
gave all
combination
the
does not matter.
necessary.
The necessary details.
Yes.
But I'm very sure it should not say, or probably you've exhausted your number of trials. That's another thing that can happen. So maybe you've exhausted, maybe because there's a particular token that's been assigned to everybody. So once you've used that particular token for that day, you'll be able to generate tests. You'll be able to uh it will keep on bringing an error. Yes, thank you very much for noting that. It will always bring an error that maybe you should try after maybe 6 hours, 10 hours. So can you see? It has generated the image. Can you see?
Yeah.
So this is the image that is
Anyway, I will
generated.
do it. I will do a tweak again on what
Okay,
I was trying to do. Let me see if it will come out.
okay. So thank you
I
very
will
much for
use
that.
this one. This is beautiful.
I can send it to you.
Unfortunately, if I'm setting up, I can't be using transformation. That's data breach, and
Yes, I know.
the transformation college will sue me for that.
I'm very sure they will sue you. Well, not a
Thank
problem
you
though.
very much.
Yeah, thank you
All
very
right.
much, sir. Yeah. So, and then one of the things everyone on the call we need to understand is that we the way we also prompt it is very important. So, you give it the necessary details that you want, then at the end of the day, you're able to get it. But don't forget, um, the best thing to be able to get the best out of these particular platforms is to use the premium. But if you are not using the premium, just manage what you have on this what's it called. So even if I want to add what's it called? Let me say it's the IT firm. The IT firm is an what's it called? Okay, I can say design a business card. I can ask you to design a business card with this logo and ensure uh, you put all um, services which include let me say software consulting, IT solutions, AI automation, etc. Then put phone number 07012345678. Then email is transformation IT at .com. Let me just say info at transformationit.com. So I can ask it to do this, and it's going to create a very beautiful business card for me. So that is where the process of relearning, comes in. So it's good to use that logo and everything, the color combination you've stated and everything. So that's it. Thank you very much, sir, for that observation. Yeah. There's somebody that wants to ask question. Who's that person? Adebayo Nabil. You can unmute your mic, please.
Afternoon, sir.
Yeah, okay, Nabila. Good
Yes,
afternoon. How you doing?
I'm fine, sir. I have three questions, sir. Is
Yeah.
prompt an
For
app?
is it
Yes.
for ChatGPT or for me?
Okay, for ChatGPT. Let me start
Okay, I'm
from
just
there.
joking. Okay.
Okay, sir. Whenever I try to log into my ChatGPT, it always says it says something like I'm coming, sir. Sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I'm coming.
No problem. We're here for you.
Okay. It says pre-authentic play integrity verification failed. That's what it always says.
It's not a problem. Maybe let
But
me type it in. What you do for me is that screenshot that thing and put on the chat. Let me see.
okay,
Yeah, screenshot it and send it to the chat if it's possible. Screenshot that
okay, sir.
error. Yeah. So
All
the
right.
second question now. Yeah.
Second one is that is prompt an app or like ChatGPT or is just a software on the system?
No, prompt is not a software. It's like the way you give instruction, like giving of instruction. Do you understand? So
Yes.
the way you give an instruction. So you
Mm,
give an instruction. So what you do with it is that instead of I'll say type something. I'll say give instruction to. So that's what we do. That's prompting. You give an instruction.
okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So you
sir.
are
That's
giving an
all.
instruction.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. That's all, Abi. Okay, Olubenga, legally. Let me clear hear from you. So you can see from my screen now, you see the image that was created. Wow, this is very fine. Oh. You see the business card that was generated. So you don't even have to go to anywhere. Just copy it and you know, give it to your printer to print for you.
All right, sir.
Yeah, bigger.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Very clearly.
Okay, thank you so much for the lecture. Please, my question is still on ChatGPT. There's a way you import your document and you ask it to analyze it. I don't know if you can just redo it again.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let me just do that now. I can do anything. Either photos, files, any form of you can upload anything. Anything. I'm trying to see if I can see.
Please, you click on that, ask me anything before you now
No,
go
the
to the
plus, the
import.
plus, the
Okay,
plus
the
icon.
plus. Okay, okay,
Yes.
all right, all right.
Okay.
Then you click on the plus icon, it will take you to your document.
Yes. Click on the plus icon. It will ask you to choose where you want to
Okay, okay.
get those documents from. Is it
Nice.
from yeah. So I
Okay.
choose add photos and but on your mobile phone, add photos and
Yes.
files will not be there. You only see this
Okay.
icon. Only this icon.
Okay.
You won't see add
Okay.
photos and file. You only see this icon. So just click on this icon. Then
Okay.
I'm trying to see another different what's it called? I'm trying to see
Okay.
don't mind me. Um, purple black modern marketing plan. Okay. I don't even know what's inside this place. But let me even look for one to be sure. Just 1 minute, please.
Okay.
Uh, okay. Let's use image, right?
Okay.
I was trying to look for maybe I can find something that shows okay, let's look at this image. So can you see I'll allow it to fully load up, it's completed, and I'll say, please, I'll say, summarize this content. You know that it's only text that is there. Summarize this
Yes.
content. Yes, content. This content. So I click on enter. So it will start analyzing. So here's the summary. So can you see?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Yes.
it will bring everything
Very
out for
clear.
you. Very clear. So another thing that it
Yeah.
can, and if I even open, I can even open it up so that you can be able to see it. Can you see? Implement reasonable, so create an inclusive, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So if you
Workplace
check it
culture.
also,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what is there. So can you see? So
Yes.
it's only here to summarize. Or but I can even tell it to extract it the way it is. Do you understand? So that's it's
Okay.
very simple as that. Okay.
Thank you
And
so
you can
much.
also, I don't know if somebody wants to ask for image again because it will soon timing out for image generation. Okay,
Okay.
Moses. Yeah. Moses, over to you.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, nice having you again. You've been a
Yeah,
wonderful person.
it's good to
Yes,
always have you on the call.
yes, you're a great man. See, there is a simple question I want to ask now that you are treating a ChatGPT. You know, when you give prompts in some areas of studies, maybe like medicine and all of that, some things like image that you just did, the outcome is always good, it's always correct and all of that. But when I try to do math as in mathematics prompts, especially business math prompts, the answers I get at times is not really okay. I've been wondering as to why it's like that. I said, okay, let me use the opportunity and ask. Just that math. Thank you.
Maybe you supplied a very hard calculation to ChatGPT. So, but it's not a problem. It's not a problem. But one of the, remember I said the way
Mm,
you ask it to do that particular thing really
mm,
matters. Like the way you prompt it really matters. Do you
okay.
understand? The way you. So what do you want? So if you ask me now, I'll say, would you like to provide the formula to me? I'll ask you to do it. And I'm very sure you should be able to do it for me and give me the answer. Do you know why? Because the way I'm going to prompt it is what will give me that particular answer that I'm looking for. So look at Mr. Jackson the other time. He has been trying it. I'm not disputing the fact that it might not, it might say not found. Do you understand? But the fact that probably the way he prompted it was what really uh did not give it the kind
Okay.
of
So,
action
sorry.
that it wants or information that it wants. Do you
Okay,
understand?
sorry to take your time. Let me just say this thing since we are here for learning. You know, is a sorry, one of these American college. Do you understand? So other things I will try. ChatGPT will give me the right answer. I'll supply the answer, then I'll have it. But mass, when I supply the same question as it was given, do you understand? On ChatGPT, the answers that ChatGPT will give me, when I input it on that college portal, as in where I have assignments, it will mark me down. Sorry, that is why I say, okay, let me know why it's like this. Thank you, sir. That's the last
Okay.
question.
Yeah, I think I'm very happy somebody said in the chat section now. So somebody said Mr. Moses should drop any math question we should use as an example here in the class, please. So probably if you have that math question, we can quickly use as an example. Then Olalua said, I have used ChatGPT to solve calculation on digital electronics, can you see, and college algebra so many times, and the response have been good. Do you get what I'm trying to say now? So one of the things that you need to understand that ChatGPT and all these LLMs has capability to make mistake. Do you understand? So if they don't give you what you need to get, then you refine that particular prompt to be able to someone said that is your luck, I guess. Something like that has happened to me before, where ChatGPT sent me wrong answers also. Thank you very. So that is where when you know that it's not giving you what you want, you refine it. Are you getting me? You tell them, no, 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 no.
Okay.
That's not what I want. This is how it should be.
Oh,
You understand? That is where the refinement or
Okay.
experimenting your, because number one is that don't forget that not everybody uses ChatGPT for what you are doing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's used for basically what it's meant to be. So when you're not bringing complex things, so you need to start breaking it down into smaller chunks so that you'll be able to understand what you want to do. Don't forget, if you look down the ChatGPT, let me show you. What is here? Can you read it out? I've aligned it, I highlight it. Can you see? Can you see my screen?
No.
Look at my
Can-
screen. Can you see my screen? I highlighted
Yeah.
something here. I highlighted something here.
Okay.
Okay, it's not getting bigger. You can see it. It says ChatGPT can make mistake. Check important information. Do you understand? So that's why I was telling you the other time. Don't give all your job to ChatGPT unless you're being big soup. Ensure you know what you're doing. Yes, at the end of the day, it's just be able to advance or make your work very much easy. Do you understand?
Okay.
And ensure that those things that you do more frequently, it helps you to break them down. Instead of doing it for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you can do them in just a minute or two with just the right prompts.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Busayo, not everyone would think it is wrong because everyone believes the answer might be right. Because that's why I said know what you are doing. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? So by the time the AI is giving you a wrong formula, you start knowing by that. Even you that you are asking, you don't even know the formula. Do you know the formula? so ChatGPT can, thank you very much, Michael. ChatGPT can make a lot of mistake. So thank you. So let me quickly take 3 more questions. That is, I have Joy. Joy, you can unmute your mic quickly. Joy, please unmute your mic.
All right, sir. Good afternoon. My question is, as a new learner here, I observe that when you want to do a summary, please, am I audible?
Very audible,
Hello?
very audible, very audible.
Yes, you can hear you,
Okay.
Joy.
Okay. I realize that when you want to do a summary, like the one you pasted here, just for the chat GPT to summarize it, does it mean you would have already prepared the document somewhere? You just want it to summarize it? Or can you use it to inquire into a new area? Perhaps you want to know more about something and you have nothing written, and then it be able to provide you information.
Okay.
Hello, did you get my question?
Yeah, I get you. Before I answer that question, I think I would like somebody to answer that question. Hold on. Yeah. Mr. Steven, are you there? Hello, Mr. Steven.
Mr. Yola, hello.
Yeah, okay. Did you hear the question
Can
very
you hear
well?
me?
Yes,
Can
we
you
can
hear
hear
me,
you
sir?
clearly.
Yes,
Very
please. Thank you
clearly.
very much. I just want
Yeah.
to find out all these exercises you have been doing that you have done so far on the chat GTB. Is it on free version or is it available on free version, or it has to be premium version?
No, I've been using
All
free
the
version.
activities so far.
No, I've been using free version. Free version.
Free version. All
Yes.
right.
So
That's what
I
I
have
want
a
to find out.
question for you. I have a question for you. 2 questions. Do you
Okay.
understand? From Joy. So she said, when we are uploading documents, when we want to summarize something using ChatGPT, do you have to have a document already prepared down there to summarize it, or we have to just tell it to just do that thing by itself?
There are 2 ways to go about that, sir. And based on what you have taught us, like the example you said, she can as well pick it from, if she has any file on her already made file on her system, on her phone, she can upload that. And as well, under prompting, she can give instruction, and she can be specific. Like you said, we should add content to what you want to ask ChatGPT to do for you. So she can as well type the content and give a ChatGPT instruction to summarize it. If she has the topic, she can give she can prompt, she can go through by prompting. and instruct ChatGPT to give a comprehensive summary of the topic. She can
Okay,
apply
thank
both
you.
methods.
So thank you very much, sir. Joy, did you get that? Hello, Joy. Hello, Joy. Can you hear us clearly? I'm not sure she can see here also. Hello, Joy. Can you hear us? Please, am I still audible?
Yes, you're audible, Mr. Ayola.
Okay. I don't know. Joy, what you need to understand is that probably you have a problem with your mic. What you need to understand is that it is in two ways. If you have a document, okay, I think she has dropped off. So, Emmanuel, please let me know when she's back. She has dropped off. I think let me know when she's back. So let's take
All right.
another person. So I don't have to repeat that again. Okay. I think I have Savior. Savior. Okay. Omotola, I'll attend to you shortly. Savior, are you there? Please unmute your mic. Let's take your question. Thank you very much, Joy. Okay. No problem.
Savior, you can talk now. You are unmuted.
Okay, I think Savior is not having anything to say. Before I answer Omotola's question, and I still have Samuel's question I've not answered, and I still have Adebayo Nabila that I've not answered your question.
Sorry, Mr. Ayola. Joy is back on the call. So, Joy, you can speak now. You are unmuted.
Okay, Joy, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. At
Okay,
a point in
good.
time, I was thrown off with network.
Okay, yes, I
From
noticed that.
the response that I kind of it gave, and the extent I heard my question is answered. So I use it to
Your network
summarize
is
what I
breaking.
have before. That is thank you so much.
Okay. No, your network is breaking, but I think what you are trying to do is summarize
Okay.
what you had. So, and that is
Yes.
really the real thing. So you have just two options. Number one is that whenever you have a document, you want to, sometimes you have like 1,000 page of documents. So, and you want to get something from that particular document. So what you just need to do is to upload that document and you add your prompt to it to be able to get whatever you want from that document. Then it will help you to do that. And if not, you don't have anything, you just want to get a new niche or you want to get a new content. Do you understand? Probably example is that I've been trying to write a book for a while now. Do you understand? So ChatGPT has been helping me to write a particular book. Though what it's doing with me is that it's helping me to get resources from other people's books. So I don't have to read 50 books to be able to write one book now. So I'll just reference those books based on what ChatGPT gave to me. I think you understand what I'm trying to say now. So that's I don't have those books, but ChatGPT can help me find them and bring them to me. If I have those books, I can screenshot it or probably upload it, then tell it to summarize the whole book for me. So that is the two ways that you can go about with your prompting. Do you understand? I think that answers your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, Xavier, you want to say something? Hello, Xavier. Your hand has been up. Okay. Olugbenga, do you want to say something again? Okay.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Thank you. Your hand is still up, that's why. Okay.
Yes.
So let's quickly finish up my slide. I just have one more slide for this what's it called? For this training. So then I'm going to do some example, especially to attend to someone who does not even have an idea of software development and wants to learn and build some beautiful things. So, okay, quickly, let's look at it together. Okay, So let's look at this prompt overview for some of these use cases. Some of the use cases that I've identified there includes if you're into products, if you're an analyst, do you understand? If you're a designer and you're an HR, or probably you're a developer or a software developer. So what do you do in order to be able to get the right kind of prompt that you want? Please, let's take note of this. Let's take note of this. For products, the best way to be able to prompt your ChatGPT is to say this: generate a roadmap. Are you getting me? And sort from a product brief. Then you pick that particular brief that you want. That is, you want to generate a roadmap for and a SWOT analysis of SWOT information for a particular product. So what you do is that if you do it like this, it will help you get a complete detailed product description. Do you understand? That's how you say generate. You use the word generate. That is when you want to get a full description. You can say create to be able to probably bring up a design or probably bring up a short description. Do you understand? But that word generate is going to help you to expand the knowledge of whatever data or whatever information you are trying to get from the prompt that was given. So for analysts, majorly what you do is that you need to upload those documents, the spreadsheets, the image, then you ask it to analyze for you. For designer, like the logo we did the other time, you can say generate. You can use the word create, images for. So that is it. Therefore, the HR's people on the call, you can say draft a policy. Do you understand? Then you add the kind of policy you want to do. Which kind of policy are you drafting? Therefore, developers, what you need to do is that you let it tell it to review that particular code. Do you understand? So those words are very important that if you miss them out, you might not be able to get what output that you really want from your prompting or from your ChatGPT or even your Copilot or anyone. I wanted to do one practical here. Last week, I remembered we did something with Copilot and I said, okay, yeah, with ChatGPT, I'm trying to see what I can do quickly. Okay, generate a table of a class of class pupils of, let's say, SS3 pupils and give them a random. Please, excuse me, give me 1 second, please. Please, I'm sorry for that. It's weekend there, so I'm having some distractions around there. So generate a table, a result. Look at what I'm trying to do. Like Joda asked that question the other. You can see I don't have any sample or anything. So just generate a result table of SS3 pupils with uh pupils with 10 subjects. Guys, if you like, I say class subjects, and give them a random marks for tests into brackets CA. Please look up everybody into brackets CA and exam results or examination. So to bracket exam. So into bracket, I can just say maybe this one is 60%, 60 marks. This one, the CA is 40 marks. I think that used to be general standard that's been used. Are you getting me? So generate a result table for SS3. Don't forget, please, Nigerian names. Nigerian names. So let's go. Let's see. I forgot to tell you to put it in a table. So, but let's hope it put it in a table. So can you see? It's in a table. So no, so there's a mistake here. Look at it. It's saying 34/52. Okay, 34 and 52. No, this is not what I want. I'll say, I want, can you see the way I'm prompting it? I want the table to have student name, comma, tests, exam, and total. Look at it. Can you see? So test into brackets, 40 marks, then exam into brackets, 60 marks, then total 100 marks. So let's look at the way it's going to do this. So can you see the way it did it? So now look at it. Adeshua, mathematics 34, 52, 86. Now, after doing this, I think this is for 3 students and 5 subjects. So now I'll tell you that, okay, I'll say, okay, just say, put this, put these statistics in a pie chart. Can you see? And draw it out. Sorry, please. Pie charts and give the diagram. So it's going to wait. So it's going to start analyzing the results. Then once it's done, it's going to bring it up in a pie chart. And also, can you see? So this for Adeshua Okonko. So for Adeshua Okonko, in biology is called 19 points. So I can tell it, how did you calculate this? How did you calculate these results in percentage? So if you're asked to summarize how you're able to get that particular result, then you'll be able to know, because how did I get 19.7% out of everything 100%? Because everything here is a total of 100%. So what it did was that, so additional total scores in the 5 subjects is 86, 76, 80, 68, 78. So first calculate the sum of all the scores. That is total equals to what? 386. Then calculate the percentage for each of the subjects using this particular formula. Can you see now? So then, if it's not correct, I can tell it is not correct. Do you understand? So this is how, then I can even ask it to export. I can say export this, export the table and the pie charts to a document file. Can you see? So it automatically help me or allow me to be able to download everything. So just watch while it prepares that document to be downloaded. So don't forget that there's a limit. Once I reach that particular limit, I won't be able to do what? I won't be able to use it again until maybe 24 hours or a day. So this is it here. So SS3 students results. So let's open it up and let us see what we have for Adesua. So can you see for Adesua, and here comes the pie chart. I don't have to do anything. That's done it for me. Do you understand? So you see that it's very, very easy. So the way you prompt it is what really matters. So it has to also show that you know what you are doing. So all these are editable. I just need to click on enable editing on my, so they are all editable. Can you see? So they are all editable. Okay, I think this was an image. So, and if not, you can decide to just take this particular table and do the like I can even tell you that don't generate only for one person, generate for everyone. So that's good. So another thing I want to do is that I want to change one of my pictures to what is it called? I want to change one of my pictures to a cartoon. So all I just need to do is I just come here, I click on add app or add photos and files, go to, I don't even know where some of my pictures are, but I think there's more pictures here. I'm coming. Um, 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 coming, sorry, don't mind me. Coming. I'm not sure I have enough pictures. Okay, let me just use one here. No, this one will not be very fine. Okay, let me just use this baby picture here. So I say convert to let me convert to a cartoon. So let it generate the image by itself. You can see if you want to, you ask your question the other time that is it free? Look at it. If you come here, can you see? You can see upgrade. That shows I'm still using the free version. So going back to Adebayo Nabila's please use your browser. Do you understand? Use your browser. Maybe it's not getting some details from your phone. That's why it's giving that particular information. Please use your browser. Do you understand that? Adebayo Nabila? Please use your browser for that. I'm waiting for you to generate the image. Okay, so I think Omotola Dosumu, I think I've been able to answer your question about you creating the image. All you just need to do is to add it up and give it the right prompt of what you want to do. Yes, if you are using your mobile device, if you are not getting what I'm getting, please move to the browser. Move to your browser. Don't forget that if you don't update that particular browser, it might not have the latest upgrade. Okay, I'm still waiting for it to generate my image. It's taking longer time. So that probably this might be the last one that I'll be generating for today. So after this, I'm going to quickly do the Samuel should get ready to unmute his mic. So we'll quickly do a simple website together. We'll quickly do it. Okay, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. I don't know why this was taking longer time. It happens because several thousands of people are using it at the same time, and it's not basically for processing of me. Don't forget that we have other AI that does that will do them in very fast, and so let's quickly get this done. Alaoluwa, you are spamming us. What is the limit of these generations and file upload? Sometimes I get errors. Okay. Sometimes I get errors and limitation for using these features. Is there a workaround around this? That's why I said I prefer using the browser. Do you understand? I prefer using the browser. When you are using their app, know that you would probably want to get paid. So you can move from their app to the browser. Just go to your browser, and once you have exhausted the number of limits, like now on the ones that I use generally, ChatGPT, this is the one I use for my personal what's it called? So if I try to generate an image now, it will not go at all. It will not go because I've exhausted it. Generate, look at it. Generate a logo for my fish pond. Name, global fish download. So it will return an error to tell me that I cannot create. Just watch. Just what? I'll say yes. I prefer a playful slash cartoonish or look at it. Okay, to generate the logo for your fish pond named Global Fish, please, that's a fear. Sorry, it's fish. Please confirm a few details so I can prefer color. What's the color of a fish pond? For the color of a fish pond should be blue, like a sky blue color. The style should be minimalist, and the name is Global Fish, not yeah. So do you want to include an image? Yes, include um include a catfish image. Then should the text, yes, let the text appear. So once you click on enter, it will return an error. Just watch. Can you see what is there? So I have to wait till 4:10 before I can create another image. So you've hit the free plan limit for image generation request. You can create more images when the limit resets. So that's why you're able to know that I'm not using the I'm not using the paid version. I'm not using the paid version. So okay. I think this one is okay. I think this one is having a challenge. Uh so we can all try it. Try anything. Anything is possible as long as you are using the. Okay, it has generated though. So thank you very much, ChatGPT. Can you see? That's generated my. That's generated my. Can you see? So that's generated my animated. Uh, what's it called? Cartoon for this particular image. So I'm going to show the owner to see what you've become. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. So, quickly in 1 minute, 2 minutes, let me just quickly attend to um Samuel that want to learn about software uh, design. So, Samuel, are you ready? Can you quickly help me on YouTube so I can take him for like 3-4 minutes so everybody can learn from it? So, even there's no type of app you want to develop. Once you have ChatGPT by your side, I can assure you you'll be able to. But the challenge is this: see, if you don't know the fundamentals, you just be lost. It's just like you are looking for answer on Google or you're looking for answer on YouTube. If you don't know what the answer should be, you'll be in trouble. You will not be able to get what you want. Okay, Samuel, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's quickly walk each other through what you want to do. So what do you want to do exactly? So you want to, sorry, let's start with the new chat, please. So I am creating a web page. What does it do?
For delivery.
For a delivery service company, Abi?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say it's for a delivery service company. Creates the, can you see? Or writes, let me say, writes the HTML code using using Bootstrap. Can you see?
Yes.
Using Bootstrap and very good icon. Creates three pages and ensure they are linked. Do you understand? So let's do that.
Yes.
So now it's good to say here is a complete Bootstrap-based HTML template for delivery service company website and 3 pages. So we're going to be having home, we're going to be services there, we're going to be having contacts. So it's going to be using Bootstrap 5, icons using Bootstrap icons, the navigation bar with working links, clean responsive layouts. So what I need to do now is that I need to go and open up my notepad or notepad plus plus. So let me just use notepad. Let me just use notepad because that's the most common one for everyone. Yeah. So what I will do is that I'm going to copy everything inside this place. Can you see? So that's the home page. So I'll paste it here. So I'll go to file, I'll go to save as, then I'll save it on my desktop. So I'll call it home.html. So once I'm done with that, I'll save it like that. So I'll scroll down again to the next page that has created. So this is service page. So I'll go to this place again. I'll remove this. I'll put it there. I'll say file, save as. So please let me to copy this. So that's I'll say services.html, still on the same desktop. Just watch out. Then I have the last page that I'm creating. So, but what you need to do is that you need to remember that you need to learn all the fundamentals before you start attempting all these things. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm coming, copy. You find out that it's very, very simple to achieve. Then you save it as contacts. So let's go there. File, save as contacts. Just watch, save. So it has saved. So I go to my desktop. So I look for that home and I launch it. I'm supposed to use Chrome because Chrome's already opened. Just hold on. Just hold on.
Yes, sir.
So let's see if it's going to generate what we really want. Can you see? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Has it generated? Did I write anything? So
No.
if I click on services, can you see? If I click on contacts, can you see?
Yes, sir.
So I think I've been able to answer your question and be able to help those people on the call that have been finding a way to hey, sorry. I'm supposed to write this home very well. It's not index, it is home.aspx. I'm sorry, that's HTML. So to this end, everyone, I think I've answered majority of the questions on this call. And I don't know, maybe they have like 2 people or 3 people that still have something to ask me before I stop this class today. I think everybody, I've been able to assist everybody in there.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So don't forget 2 things. If you are trying something on the on your app and it's not working, please quickly move to the browser. Do you understand? Go and use your browser and all will be well. Okay, sir, Mr. Jackson, sir. Hello, sir. Please allow Mr. Jackson to be able to unmute Emmanuel.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, very clearly, sir.
All right. Just a feedback on the practice that we did. Number one, when I was trying to generate that, I did it sign into the ChatGPT, and
Okay.
I refreshed the page and I tried again. Then the next question, the next response it gave to me was that I need to sign in so that the image can be generated.
Generated.
So
Okay.
I
An
created an
account.
account on it, and then I now sign in. And when I did that, I was able to generate an image which I
Wow.
required.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Thank
I
God.
just want
Thank
to
you
give
very
the
much.
feedback
Yeah,
so that
thank you very
everyone
much,
will also
sir.
know.
Thank you very much, sir,
Thank you.
for that. Yes, I think it's very acknowledged, and we appreciate that. So I think everybody can see now that there's almost virtually nothing that you cannot do with ChatGPT. But don't forget, please, don't forget this. I always say this: don't allow ChatGPT to do your work for you. Only use it to enhance your work. Do you understand? By enhancing your work, you give it what you really want. Do you understand? You don't allow it to be thinking for you, unless your thinking mentality will be very low. You won't be able to think, you won't be able to do some tasks here. And don't forget, it's not all the time that you'll be having access to ChatGPT. So by the time you ask to do some things, you now start running up and down to be able to do those things. So that is why you need to ensure that it should be used for productivity, not to take over your current task. I know some of us are very tired with what we are doing currently. Yes, probably because we just have to make that money and do some other things. So, but you still have to challenge your brain so that your brain will still be very functional. Don't let your brain be dull. Do you understand? So don't let it take over your job. Yeah. So I think I still have somebody that's Ifeanyiwa. So quickly ask your question, please. Please allow Ifeanyiwa to unmute herself. Hello, Ifeanyiwa, are you still there? Okay, if she cannot,
Well, I think she was yanked off the call.
oh, just give me 1 more minute. Okay, do you have any other person that has a question? Do you have a question? Let me know. Do you have any other person? So we can bring this. I've really taken much of our time today. Okay, so to this end, this is just an introduction to AI. Don't forget I said that this is just an introduction to artificial intelligence, and there's still a lot of things to learn. So for those of us that want to develop AI agents, so it's an opportunity for you to sit down and write the correct prompting. Okay, write the correct prompting to be able to get what you want. Like what we said the other time, when you are doing mathematics and you don't know the kind of formula you want to use, how do you expect AI to not give you a wrong answer? Even if you come to me, I will give you a wrong answer. Even if I know, I'll still give you a wrong answer. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So because I expect you that at least you should have an idea of what you really want. So that is where the prompting comes in. Okay, no, this is not supposed to be like this. It should look like this. Yes.
Uh,
Okay. Yes.
Mr.
It's how
Mr.
to do that.
Ayala, you have
I can
okay.
see the chat section. Yeah.
We also
Okay.
have some hands raised. Omobolaji and
Okay.
Adebayo.
Okay. Nabila, quickly. How does to end this class by 1:30? Nabila.
Nabila.
Good afternoon, sir. Once again, thank you
Yeah,
very much,
how are
sir.
you?
I really learned a lot. So please, sir, can you just show me the logo for the co-pilot?
So any of these look is good.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Okay. So we have Omobolaji quickly. Please let Omobolaji be able to unmute herself.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay,
Can you
good
hear me
afternoon,
clearly?
sir. Very clearly.
Yes, I want to try to build an AI ML model. I'm still thinking that I can ChatGPT help me build it from scratch.
100%. But don't forget that I said before you say you start building something, don't go and be somebody that will go and build an AI and will be making us, instead of making people to live, you're not going to be killing people. Do you understand? Make sure you know what you are doing
Yes, sir.
before you start to
All
tell
right.
So I'm a
Okay, sir.
doctor now. Just like I'm a doctor. They asked me to go for, I think, teaching practice or something that they used to do for like 2 or 3 years before they become certified as a doctor. So because I have AI now, so I'll now be asking AI to teach me how to operate. There's no way I won't cut somebody's lung off or cut the heart off or think when I see kidney, I'll say small intestine. So do you understand what I'm trying to say now? So please ensure you
Yes.
know what you are doing before, like you have the basic idea at least to be able to guide you
All right.
in. Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, sir. All right.
Okay, Stephen, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ayola. I really
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
and I've actually learned a lot. Now, my question is, when you are trying to explain to one of the somebody that asked question about how to create a website, when you are trying to copy those code and place it on a notepad, and eventually when we try to open it, I think it's open it differently. You have to open it differently. Is there a way we can merge the three codes so that once you open it, then the website can take us to the next section without having to open it 3 times, like open home page differently, open contact page differently, and the rest.
Look at this now. This is it now. Services using link. It has done it for me now.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It has done it, but we have to open it from the desktop, from each of the desktop, the link.
No, you know that one thing that happens is that because I'm a developer, do you understand?
Okay.
There's something we call the local directory. Are you
Okay.
getting me? So before you can launch it,
Okay.
you have to launch it to a browser. So I just launched the home page. That was what I did here. I only launched the
Okay.
home page. I did not launch services. I only launched the home
Okay.
page, and I was navigating through the other pages.
Okay.
So
From
that was
the
what,
from
yeah.
the from the
From the home
homepage
page.
launch, you can go to other.
Yes, I went to
Okay.
other
Okay. All right.
services. Can you see?
All right.
Let's see. Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
and if I want to go back, I can go back from there. So,
Thank you.
yes, sir. Okay. Who else is having a question again? Well, this side too is fine. Okay. Okay, somebody can't register the attendance. Please help us look into that, Mano. Please.
Okay, thank you, Damila. Thank you very much, sir, for the wonderful things you have done for us. Yeah, actually, I have a challenge. When I tried to generate my own document, I didn't know why. I tried many times. It could not generate the document. So I gave up trying to generate document.
What is again?
Oh, sorry. I said when I finished doing my prompting, because There's a day I wrote a book, like a lecture book. So I said, okay, let me see if I can have it in a document format. Then I tried to convert it.
Hope all is well. Hello, fine. Hello, fine. Can you hear us?
What to 5 minutes again, man?
I think our network is breaking or something. Hey, okay. We'll come back to her. Okay, Olalua, please allow Olalua to be able to. Yeah, I guess so. I guess our network. Olalua,
Dayola, good afternoon.
good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. I have really learned a lot today, but I need your contact. I'm building a website and I want to work with you.
Okay. On a
So
consultation level, Abi? On a consultation level.
on a teacher-student level.
That would be on a consultation level now. Abi,
Let
Mr.
it be, let
Manuel.
it be a teacher-student level.
Mr. Manuel, Abi now.
Yes, I agree with you, Mr. Ayola.
Mr. Yola, if you put a third party into this now, you know the consultation fee, the whatever will become more and more and more and more and more. So let's do it a teacher to student level so that we can. I'm just starting it anyway. I'm building it for my church. I run the media operation of my church, so I want to kind of create a website whereby even those in diaspora will be able to log in, stream the church service live. So that's what I've been trying to do. So I need your assistance on some things.
Okay.
So maybe WhatsApp, maybe your WhatsApp number so I can chat you and necessary
No,
get
all I'll
necessary
do is that
information.
after this, now I will. I would drop my what's it called, LinkedIn accounts now.
Okay,
So,
sir.
yeah, so you just
Okay,
need
sir.
to do. Yeah.
All right, that's okay.
Okay,
Thank you
sir.
very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Okay. Who again is here? Okay. I think if you're not
I'm here.
for
I'm
who's
here.
that? Okay, honesty.
Yes,
Well done,
sir. Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. So I want to ask question regards to the web, regards to okay, regards to web area. So I want to get more information on how to design the website. Because I saw when you were doing something about those schools, which I didn't understand because I just went to Betrun to bid there because I'm planning to attend the function. So that is why I was in Ori. So I wanted to get that concept of the website and code so that I can know how to use those process to design a website.
Sorry, repeat your question again, please.
Okay, sir. My question is the website area. I saw when you were explaining how to get code to design a website as a beginner because I'm also learning too, so I want to get the concept.
You still have to go and learn fundamentals of web design. That is HTML and CSS. You can use the ChatGPT to learn it. So it's going to give you a step by step how to be able to use your notepad, to be able to create, how to add images, how to add, some of the elements and tags. So I'll probably just go on YouTube. If you don't want to first go on YouTube to learn how to design websites, using HTML and CSS. So you can just take note of that, HTML and CSS. So yeah, so from there, once you already have the fundamentals, then you can move to ChatGPT to be able to assist you to be able to, do some things. There's a lot of things that ChatGPT cannot do for you. You understand? But those basic things, like you want to develop interface, you want to write one code or the other, it can help you. But there are still very lot of things that it cannot do for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I think to this end, we've come to the end of this. For those that don't have NID number, I think it's optional. If I'm not wrong, I think Emmanuel will address that. So thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate your efforts, and thank you for making this particular session to be. I don't know. Somebody still have any one question? Okay, let me take it before I leave. Okay, guys' opinion. Can you quickly say what you want to say? I have just 6 minutes left to close this class.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Are you getting me, sir?
Very clear.
Okay. Yes, I'm just as a student, I'm just discovering things now. From the way you talk, it's like ChatGPT is having some futures. Yes, I wish to know if ChatGPT is having futures, and how can we use those futures so that we know how to apply those futures so that we know how to utilize ChatGPT very well. Thank you. Because I saw something like a post.
I'll still refer you to ask ChatGPT how you can use those extra features. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I'll still refer you to. So I don't have to tell you that answer, since ChatGPT can help you to be able to integrate those features into some of the applications you use for productivity every day. So like your Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint,
okay, sir, but
Google Slides, Google. What is it?
Yeah, one more thing.
Okay.
As somebody who is who wish to know something, and I have discovered that you are embedded with so much knowledge in the field that I wish to do it. So I wish that, sir, please. I wish
the network, I can't hear what you are saying again.
Mr. Ayola, please don't forget your LinkedIn account.
Okay, Mr. Ayola, I think he's also trying to get connected. So
I'm here.
Okay.
I can't hear what he's saying. I don't know what he's saying.
I think he's trying to get connected with you. Maybe when you drop your
Okay.
page.
I'll do that. I'll surely send that in now. I'll send it to the WhatsApp. Sir? Okay, so no problem. Okay, Manuel, let me hand over to you. I'll send in the what's it called now? I'm trying to copy it.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ayola. It was really, really insightful. It was really great. Even me as myself, I've learned a couple of things. So please, I would like us all to go to the chat room. I just posted a link, a feedback link. Let us know. Let's have a feedback on what you feel about today's class. Let us know how much you enjoyed the class and what you would like us to do better. So please, let's all take a moment to fill up the feedback form. And immediately you're done, please let's chat done. I'll need us to just do that real quick. It will take us less than 2 minutes. Let's fill up the feedback form. Let's know what we can do. Okay, thank you. Uwana, thank you. All right, Richard, thank you. Richard, a steady student. Thank you so much. Kabira, thank you. Please, I need more people to fill up the feedback form. Let us know what we can do better. Oh, Emmanuel, Don, thank you. Jackson, thank you. I need more people. I need more people, please. Amoli, thank you. Angel, thank you so much. Steven, thank you. So, Felicity, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please, I need more people to chat done. All right, Temitope, thank you. Felicity, thank you. Please let's all endeavor to fill up that form.
Very,
Zainab,
very
thank
interesting.
you. Okay. Oh, Tony, thank you so much. Please, can you fill the feedback form?
Yes, I filled it.
Thank you so much. Olalua, thank you too.
Okay, Emmanuel, I've dropped the link on my LinkedIn on the chat room.
All right. I sent it to the Telegram group already.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mr. Ayola's LinkedIn profile link has been dropped in the Telegram group. Please let's all endeavor to Yemi, thank you so much. Emilore, thank you. Casey, thank you. Okay, AY, thank you so much. So, we appreciate everybody for joining us today. I'll be waiting to see all of us, same numbers next week. Don't forget the ethics, the personal excellence program starts by 9:30, and by 10:30 we will switch to the AI class. Thank you. Oh, Teslim, you want the feedback from our post that again right now. So thank you so much, everybody. It was nice having you in class today.